them from this world.
What's up, everybody? Kaiokris back with another Legends of Runeterra video, and today I wanted to kind of give you guys a little glimpse into my probably the deck that I'm going to be climbing with from now until the rest of the season ends, which is called Moonlight Dragons. This is a take on a basically a alliance or an allegiance Mount Targon deck that revolves around Aurelion Soul and Diana. This has been I've had the most fun playing this deck so far, and it's because this deck has so much, for one, it has so much variety, but also has so many different ways to counteract anything in the current meta. It plays two of the most defensive archetypes we have in the game, which is Mount Targon and Ione, and I say that because it has two of the strongest, actually, or three of the strongest spell cards. Actually, four. Yeah, this has four of the strongest spell cards in the entire game, being Deny and Bastion to be able to stop ping spells, as well as Pale Cascade, which is probably the best card in the game, as well as Hush. So this deck runs four of the strongest spell cards in the game. Obviously, that's up per debate with everyone's opinion, but just in my opinion, I think these are four of the strongest spell cards we have in the game. So what this deck kind of works around is two different forms of tempo. One is being able to play around the aggressive nature of what Nightfall technically is. Being able to play out Diana. You'll never play her out on turn 2. You should never play her out on turn 2. But you can play out Diana, bump her up, use her Challenger quick attack ability to remove threats on the opponent's side that you really don't want them to have for value, and then we can kind of control the board pressure enough until we get Aurelion Soul out, and then once we get Aurelion Soul out, the game is basically ours. It's very, very hard to lose once you get Aurelion Soul out. So how this deck is kind of constructed, we have two or three main parts of this deck. So the first part is going to be our 1 and 2 drops. These are cards that we want to see early on in the game. Now this is a very odd combo for some people, I'm sure, so I'll kind of explain this. So we have 3 of the Lenari Dustbringers, 3 Recalls, which is very strange, I'm sure, 2 Spacey Sketchers, and 2 Behold the Infinite. So what this does, we want to mulligan for at least 2 of these cards. Lenari Dustbringer, when this card is played, it is a 1-drop 2/1 that brings out a Dusk Petal, which allows us to reduce the cost of one of our Nightfall units for the turn, and also will trigger Nightfall if it's the first card that it's been played, which is kind of the idea of the card. We use this card, we play this card turn 1. This is kind of a pressure piece. We'll use it turn 1 to swing. We'll use it as a blocker. But we really like it for the development of these Dusk Petals. Now, Dusk Petals later on in the game work much better than they do early for us. So early, if we get a Lenari Dustbringer and a Spacey Sketcher, we will play the Lenari Dustbringer and then use Spacey Sketcher to discard the Petal. Because when Spacey Sketcher is played, you have to discard a card to invoke a Celestial card that costs 3 or less. And it gives you 3 different options. You get to pick one of those cards. And this is very, very good. You can end up getting, I think, Moon Silver is one of the cards, which is a 0 cost that allows you to reduce the cost of one of your cards by 1 permanently. And this is an extremely good card. It's a better version of Dusk Petal. Now, obviously, we're not looking to pull that card specifically from it, but we can. And then we can use Recall to actually recall our Duskbringer and then do it again. We also can use Recall on Diana if Diana is going to get pinged down too soon and we didn't get any value out of her. We can also use Recall for that as well. And these are also very cheap spells, so you can use this as a 1-drop to then trigger Nightfall because it is such a cheap spell, and it's a fast spell. So it gives you a lot of versatility there, as well as 2 Behold the Infinite. This is a 2-drop burst that allows us to invoke a Celestial card. Another very good way of being able to draw. So as you guys see here, a lot of these cards outside of Recall, 3 of these first 4 cards are replacing themselves. So you're playing them to then draw another card. Now, obviously, Spacey Sketcher, you have to drop. You play this card and then you drop a card. But if we're playing Spacey Sketcher and we're dropping a Dusk Petal, we're actually not losing a card. So then we go on to the second part of the deck, which is going to be the Nightfall package. So we have Shadestalker, a full set of Shadestalker, obviously a full set of Diana, 2 Crescent Guardians. This card is not needed as a 3 of, mainly because it's not great in this deck. It's mainly there just to apply some pressure to be able to attack over some cards, and also being able to defend against certain cards. That's really it. It's not an amazing card, but it does have Nightfall tag, and it's in Mount Targon, so we were able to play it. So I put in 2 of. And then we run a 5-card package of the Priestesses, so we or the Priestai, I guess. So we run 2 Solari Priestess. This is our Daybreak card. When you play it first, you get to invoke a Celestial card between 4, 5, and 6. And then we also have the Lunari Priestess, which is a Nightfall effect. We play it afterwards, and we get to invoke 3 more cards. So the idea is most of the cards in this deck are going to replace themselves to give us those really powerful Celestial cards that is actually kind of difficult for your opponent to deal with, to be honest with you. Then the last part of the deck is going to be the kind of late game ramp into Aurelion Sol. So we have 2, and I will probably end up changing this to 3 at some point. The Mountain Scryers, which is kind of the backbone of your late game, excluding Aurelion Sol, of course. So when this card's on the field, if you play Allegiance, which means the next top card on your deck is a same region, so it would be Mount Targon, you get to invoke a card. So 4-drop, that's a 2/3 that invokes a card, as well as reducing the cost of all of your Celestial cards by 1. So every card that we've created so far, from the Spacey Sketcher, from Behold the Infinite, to the Priestesses, the Priestais, and the Mountain Scryer, now cost 1 less. So those really strong spells you have to obliterate your opponents, they all cost 1 less. It's very, very good. It's very, very good. And then we have probably the strongest card in Mount Targon that is not a champion. Some would say this is maybe stronger than some champions. It's going to be the Eclipse Dragon. This is a 7-drop, 7/7 that has Fury, which means if it kills something, it gains +1/+1. That's okay, but we're really here for these 2 effects here. So this has a Daybreak effect and a Nightfall effect. If you guys don't know, Daybreak means when you play it first of the card, it is the first card you played for the round, it gains this effect. Nightfall means it is not the first card that you played. So if you play the second or third, you'll get the effect. If you play this first, you'll get this effect. Both of these effects are very good. And this is what I'm saying, that this deck has so much versatility, because you could play this deck different every single time. This deck doesn't have, outside of playing Aurelion Sol and making sure you get to level up Aurelion Sol, everything else is different. So with Eclipse Dragon, you can Daybreak first to then reduce the cost of your next dragon or your Celestial unit by 2, which also reduces the cost of Aurelion Sol by 2. So you can drop that on turn 7, turn 8, you can play Aurelion Sol. Or you can play it and get the Nightfall effect, which then creates a random dragon and a Celestial follower in your hand. So this is just value. You know, you're going to be able to either ramp into your late game win condition, or you can play it as a Nightfall effect and then get some hand size back. So you get 2 cards back, and you get to play a 7-drop, 7/7. That's pretty difficult to remove. It sets you up for a very, very good, strong late game. And you guys will probably see some of those these in the gameplays today. So then obviously Aurelion Sol is your big win condition. When it comes down, you summon a giant Celestial card every round. It creates a Celestial card, and when you have 25 power total with your allies, you will level up. And then every round, you gain another Celestial card, and then all your Celestial cards cost 0. Cards like this, any of the cards you created here, it makes it very difficult for your opponent to kind of deal with later on in the game. Now, you guys will see, I only run 2 Aurelion Sol. The main reason is Diana, we want to see all 3 Dianas, because extra Dianas in our hand count as Pale Cascades, which is a really, really good card. Also, from one of these cards, we will probably draw a Written in the Stars, which is a 4-drop Celestial that pulls a champion out of your deck, reduces its cost by 1, and then gives it +2/+2. And that's generally what's going to happen with Aurelion Sol, is we want to pull out Aurelion Sol, reduce its cost, and then play Eclipse Dragon, and you kind of see the concept here. So having less Aurelion Sols is just less chance for us to grab him early, because if we grab him early on in the game, it's very, very bad. We don't actually get any effect off of having him early on in the game. The first, 8 turns, we don't really get anything out of him. So we have to use the rest of the deck to kind of stabilize. Some cards that I think I would add in the future. And this is something I'm kind of toying with depending on how the meta goes. is, apparently I can't find it here. Let's see if we can find it here. Star Shaping. So Star Shaping is probably the one card I would add to this deck. This deck doesn't have any healing. So being able to have Star Shaping is a really good idea. Being able to create a Celestial and then also heal your unit or heal your Nexus 5. This is a card that I have been thinking about putting into the deck. I may take out Behold the Infinite. I don't know. It's kind of up there, and then obviously adding a third Mountain Scryer. So those are kind of my side deck cards, quote unquote, if I were to kind of change up the deck a little bit while I'm climbing. But this is a very, very fun deck. I think people are sleeping on Aurelion Soul right now, and I know a lot of people are not playing him just because aggro is such a big thing. But this deck really can hold its own against the most aggro competitions. So hopefully you guys will see some of those in the deck today. This is the ratios here, lots of 2-drops, and then it kind of falls off here as we go into the late game. But as I said before, the deck just creates value over and over and over again. It's very difficult to deal with. So make sure you guys like, subscribe, but let me know what you guys think of this deck. Hopefully the gameplay is interesting, and if you guys have any feedback on this deck, please let me know down below. Also, the deck code will also be down below so you guys can check out the deck yourself. And yeah, we'll get right here into the games. Jeez. Alright, we have Spell Central here. Gotta love this. Alright. So we'll keep Spacey Sketcher. Hopefully we can hit a alright, so we don't really have a good turn 1 play here. Yeah, we're just gonna pass. I'm gonna need the Lunaria. Well, now that kind of sucks. We'll do Messenger. Yeah, we'll play Messenger. Yeah, I wasn't going to play her, but I need something to block this card here. So, I need to keep my health pretty high. So we have a pretty good curve here. We play Messenger here, draw a card. Next turn we play Solari, draw a card. Though we're keeping our hand state up. I guess they don't want to play anything. It's fine. So turn 3 here, we're not gonna be able to play anything to attack, so we're just gonna swing in with Spacey Sketcher. And we'll just kind of chip away at his damage here. Okay. So what's important here? Warrior is extremely important. He can't kill Swain, unfortunately. But he can kill Ez. So, but this will draw me a champion. So we'll probably do that. And this way I can probably use Written in the Stars this turn. Play Leonard. Yeah, this is perfect. Okay, so we'll do this. Draw Aurelion Soul. And then play Leonard Star. So this way we stop Ezreal from being able to attack until he deals with this. I guess, yeah, man. And then he's probably gonna Ravenous Flock. Yep. All right, so that's fine though. We made him waste two spell cards on that. Obviously, it's bad for his level up. I mean, it's bad for us, but this card is a 3-drop 2/5, man. Yikes. Block with Spacey Sketcher, that's fine. That's gotta hurt. So he creates a Mystic Shot that he can't use. Alright, so we have hand advantage now, so this is good. I think this is the right call here. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. So we got rid of his big blocker. He can just Ravenous Flock this now. Or Mystic Shot. Alright, so it's 2 Mystic Shots down. We're gonna keep track. So we got 2 Mystic Shots down. And 1 Ravenous Flock.
Believe or burn.
That works. So we're going to deny that. Yeah. No. You're fine. It's fine. Dropping Diana here is not good. Alright, so he has no way of stopping Meteor Shower, so we're just gonna Meteor Shower. He's got 5 mana, man.
By the moon's crescent blade.
Let's see what he does.
No more lies. I will be heard. Face your heretic.
I mean, I'm gonna kill him next turn, right? I don't know if he has any buffing cards, so
Come,
yeah, we'll do this.
I will be heard.
We'll kill his Boom Rookie.
Face your heretic.
Yeah, we'll kill Boom Crew. It's fine. Yep, works for me. So now here.
Sounds dangerous. I'm in.
Okay. He's gonna create one of those. And then we're gonna do this. Get rid of his Ez. He's gonna try to Mystic Shot my Diana. And then I'll just recall her. This way I have enough for Bastion as well. I could have Pale Cascade, which actually probably would have made more sense. Actually, so that may be on a misplay there. I just wasted Bastion for no reason. Maybe. City Breaker. Okay, so you got 2 City Breakers. That's obviously annoying. He has 2 cards in hand. I'm just gonna drop Aurelion Soul, and we're gonna go stupid crazy here. Scorch is probably the best one here. I need over the top. So we'll swing in with Aurelion Soul. So next turn he'll drop he'll drop Swain, but it won't really matter. Hopefully I can invoke a card that can just kill Swain. You know. I don't. I invoke a Scorch. Ah! Alright. Ooh, that does crack the armor. Ooh, that's good. That's good.
We will be free.
So he's leveled up. It's round start. Ooh. So we're gonna discard Dusk Petal. Moonlight Silver. What's the right card here? I think it may be Moonlight Silver. Because see, I'm only going to be... Oh, okay, so currently I'm at 25, so this is perfect. If he can't kill my board here, I'm fine. Alright, so here we drop this. So his attack really means nothing here. And sure, he may stun my guys next turn, but I'm gonna be able to drop another Scourge for free, and I'm gonna invoke a card. So hopefully I could just draw a card. I could just create a card that's just gonna kill him. Serpent doesn't do that, fortunately. And then that hits. Yeah. Whole board is stunned. Alright, so we'll drop the Scorch. Another Leviathan. Alright. So we'll drop this. Now, I should be able to buff her up with the Pale Cascades and kill his second Leviathan. Which is the goal here. Now, obviously, it'd be really nice if I had frickin' this, and then, oop, Pale, Pale. And I have Deny, so. He's gonna hit me for 1. And I guess, well, actually, I have Deny, so I can stop one of his cards. He has he has a Ravenous Block, which isn't gonna help, and he has 2 other cards. Death Hand. We want to deny that. Wow, that sucks. Take another 1. Not worried. Hits me for 1. I have Meteor Shower. I probably win. I should win here. Yeah, and that's fine. I should just win here. Unless he can ping me. Oh, look at that. Yeah, boys. All right. Beat one of the most annoying decks. That's a good feeling. That's a really good feeling.
We speak, and they will.
That was oof. I mean, those ping decks are just so disgusting sometimes. Alright, cool. Play against deep. It's been a while since I played against a deep deck. I've been playing so much Go Hard Twisted Fates that I forgot deep a thing. Hush actually is pretty good in this matchup. Oh, this is a really good hand. Oh my god, this is a super good hand. Oh my gosh, this hand curves so well.
Only a fool would enter battle unprepared.
This is great. I don't know if people are still playing Joel Hunter. I don't know. I think I'm the only one. I say that, and then this guy's gonna play Joel Hunter.
Their scent travels on the night air. Mother Moon veil me. Life lives, but legends last.
Yeah, We'll just swing in. We don't need to worry about that card. No, this card's just there for defense. So we have our elusive attacker, so we don't really need to worry about them doing anything. No, this is just 2 damage. Go ahead. It's all you, bud. Yep, go ahead. I am fine with that.
Whatever the cost.
Okay. So they are playing lower the beat. Okay, so we'll keep track of that. So that's 1. 2. Oh wow. Man, when you hit 2 of those, ugh, that's nutty. All right, so having a blocker would be good. Yeah, having a blocker would be really good. So next turn they drop something, we can drop Messenger and draw 1, and then Lenari Priestess off of that, and we have enough Nightfall cards to flip Diana. So that's nice. It's really nice. Right, we still got a while. That's good. Oh, we main deck Riptide. Wow. Okay. So we're gonna block this guy to make him. So this way he's forced to play something else, or else he's just gonna get rammed next attack. This will be really good. Mortal Flame will be the Immortal Fire will be really good when he plays Nautilus. Really good, really good. Alright, so we're just gonna full attack here. You can only block 1. So he blocks the 2/2. So we're going to invoke. And ooh, yes, Living Legends, yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, and then we'll play Pale. So we'll kill his Toad. Diana is basically flipped. I have 2 Dianas and a Crescent Guardian now. So to kill this, he drops 2 more. Now I wonder if because they're reduced. So because his cards are reduced, does this I kind of need to keep my Lenari alive. So he's already pushed out 1 of these. So he's got 1 more in his deck. So we're gonna say nah to that, Chief. We don't like that card. It's fine. So keep this up for now. Drops another 1. Wow, so he drew all 3. Wow, that is nuts. Okay. I guess not. That's unfortunate. I don't know why. Just rage quit? Alright. It's still a win. I'll take it. Still a win. Whoa, what are we playing here? 4 champions. Alright. So anybody who is newer to the game. I don't even know what this is. So anybody who's newer to the game, you can tell which champion they run more of by which champion's on the left. So they run more Swain than they do anything else, and since they only have 6 champion spots. One more likely is it's 2-2-1-1 or 3-1-1-1. One of those. So we will Lunari Priestess. Grab us a. Actually, Written in the Stars would be pretty sick. That's a pretty sick draw. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna take some damage this turn, but it is what it is. Is it really worth blocking? I don't think so. It's not really worth blocking. Written in the Stars. Perfect. Alright, so we reduced him by 1. And now, on turn 7, we drop Eclipse, which then will reduce Aurelion Soul to a 7 drop. And then we drop him on turn 8. So it's kind of the same thing, but we get to at least save 1 energy, or one mana. So we will swing with this. That's a 3 mana. You Golden Sister. Go ahead. It's all you, man. Alright, so we will drop okay, this is gonna hurt.
Calm mind and open heart greet the night.
Yeah, this is gonna hurt. I think the one thing I should add to this deck is star shaping. I think adding star shaping is
You were misguided.
really good. Yeah, helps us level up. It's fine. Yeah, I think star shaping would be probably one of the best cards I can add to this deck, just because healing is very good in this. It's not like, okay, so healing isn't as good as it was at the beginning of this patch, where what's her name was really popular. Soraka. I mean, Soraka's still popular, but she's not as popular. What are we gonna do? Vengeance? I don't know what that is. Is he trying to Reven's Flock it? Maybe? We're just gonna draw a bunch. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Yeah, I think this is supposed to be Ravenous Flock. That's the only reason why would you run a Blade's Edge? It doesn't make any sense. It would have to be Blades. It would have to be Flock. It would have to be Flock. Or he's gonna use Noxus Guillotine. Or Scorched Earth. Yeah, Scorched Earth is fine. So that's a really good card that we just got rid of for removal purposes. So I'm happy with that. We'll take that. This deck just has so much draw power. It's so disgusting. Like, I get so many of these strong celestial cards. It's nuts. Like, all that damage that he did with the Ballista is just gone now because of one Golden Sister.
Destination in sight.
Alright, so he drops a big boy. We're gonna drop Eclipse Dragon. And then, well, Crescent Strike actually is kind of useful, but I don't think I need 3 Eclipse Dragons. So I think I may actually, no, we'll just drop this. Yeah, that's even better. So I don't need to get rid of any of my good cards. I can just Spacey Sketcher the Dusk, the Dust Petal. So we're going to force an attack, I think, is probably, I don't know. I think dropping Aurelion Soul probably would be better here. I have plenty of Celestials, so Supernova is probably the best. He can't stop Supernova from happening.
Eons old and still no manners.
We're at 27. Pass. Okay, you're filling up your board. It's fine. I'm gonna level up, and then I'm just gonna annihilate you next turn. So, yeah. I think actually I think I probably should have played a card because I think I'm at 9 right now. Yeah, I'm not gonna get this created card. Yeah, it's a recall. Whatever. Who cares? Probably the best possible one. Alright. So he just may lose right here. That's my guess. Sorry, pal. Played right into my hands. Sorry, pal. Played right into my hands. Sorry, buddy. No bueno. And then I can drop this bad boy and then create 2 more cards. Oof. My god. Just the value. See this?
Is that a glimmer of starlight I saw?
Oh, perfect.
My stars guides all travelers onward. They must
That's
not
good.
waver
That's
from
over,
the
bud.
true path.
Yeah, you lost. Yeah, you lost. Can't beat the god dragon. It's just disgusting. Too much damage for you, Chief. Let's go. GG. Woo! I think this deck's top tier. I mean, I know we're not masters, but I think this deck can be top tier.